camp and the combine, I think, is interesting. The most, I guess, the most important or the better way to evaluate a prospect is in your own camp. And I think that's because you can take him through the drills, you get to work one-on-one, you get to see how he takes coaching, what his football intelligence is like, how knowledgeable he is about the game, what he's like to be around, how he reacts to the different situations. Because most camps you go to, they're going to always create some type of competition, so you really get to know, a player, a prospect, to see how competitive they are, how well they respond to the different situations. And you can go to a football camp at any time. You can start going to a camp as soon as you're old enough to put a ball in your hands and start running around. So you can go to football camps at any time. That's all during the quiet period, but it falls into the time where you're allowed to go to college campuses and have contact with the coaches. So as long as it's on it's in a camp or it's on a college campus, the way the rules are at this point in time, they're fine. And that school you choose to go, they get a chance to know about you, and they're going to start recruiting you at that point in time. Because once you enter into, I believe it's the 8th grade, that's when you become a prospect in the definition in the NCAA rule book. And then from that point on, all the rules apply as far as contact period, dead period, quiet period, phone calls, text messages, emails, all those things. As far as mail you're allowed to receive, there's so many rules involved with it. But that process can begin as soon as you're willing to go to a school. The recruiting databases and recruiting information that people use, they're definitely a big help. And most colleges use some type of recruiting resource to really, it's to gather information. And that's part of the process. You get at that point, maybe you learn some people in your recruiting area, you get addresses, phone numbers. It's just information that you're going to need. As long as somebody becomes a prospect, you're going to need to learn about them. Plus you learn the people in that area who you need to go out and evaluate. So those things are a big part of the process, just from an information gathering standpoint. And then once you gather all the people in your area through those various sources, now you need to whittle it down.
What we offer through EliteRecruits.com and Elite College Combine, the opportunity for kids throughout not just New Jersey, the state of New Jersey, but the entire tri-state to become noticed by colleges throughout the country. EliteRecruits.com is a web-based oriented website, of course, and we actually include video footage. We do updated stories every day, updated profiles, and again, it gives the kids, the recruits, opportunity to get their talents noticed by not just one college coach, but pretty much any coach throughout the entire country. They subscribe and they have access not just to video, but to the web stories that, like I mentioned before, are done on a daily basis, as well as updated profiles following that recruit through the entire school year and football season. So it's a worthy, and I think it's definitely worth the money, and it's an opportunity for coaches to fill that and see that recruit at any time that they desire. I myself evaluate the talent via video. I actually view and see and analyze the recruit in person, just to make sure that I accurately state the actual height and weights of the recruit. A combine is an opportunity for recruits to showcase the talents that they don't really showcase on the football field. Opportunity for a kid to show how fast they are without pads, how high they can jump, and other phases of their athletic abilities that aren't showcased during the season. So it gives opportunity for a recruit to showcase different areas and to maybe and hopefully increase their recruitability with the college recruiters. Our combine, the Elite College Combine, is indoors. We do it at the same location every year. It's what I consider the top high school combine in the country. It has been for 3 years now. It's going to change within the next couple of years because as of right now, there's been a ruling to where colleges can't attend in person, but there's different ways that we, the Elite College Combine staff, are going to make sure that these college recruiters continue to see what we bring to the table.
But it's really, it's what you get in the combine, what you see in camp, and ultimately what you see on the game tape that's really going to decide whether you get an opportunity to get a scholarship at most institutions.